G'day viewers, welcome back to the channel. I'm standing outside my hotel in District 1 in Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm just waiting to be picked up by the bus for my day tour to the Cu Chi tunnels. Even though it is officially the rainy season, it's another fine morning in Ho Chi Minh City. It's just after 7:30 AM and the weather's looking pretty good for my outing. And this fellow in the front of me here with the orange shirt on, he's the tour guide for the day, and once again we've got a little bit of a walk to get to the tour bus. For some reason or other they won't come all the way to the hotel. Maybe there's no parking places available. Alright, here we are. This is the bus, and we'll get on board, get some air conditioning, and I'll get myself seated for the ride out to Cu Chi tunnels. It's taken a while, but we're starting to clear out of the city precincts now. This is a bit of a highway to get out to the outer suburbs where the Cu Chi tunnels are located. According to my guide, it's around about 50 kilometres from District 1 in Ho Chi Minh out to the tunnel site. Travel time is going to be approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're about halfway out to the Cu Chi tunnels. We made a coffee stop and toilet break at this handicapped craft centre. Apparently there's a lot of people who are, let's say, suffering from deformities or issues related with the chemical weapons used during the Vietnam War, and this place has been set up for them to work and be able to make an income from the handicrafts they make. Alright, I'm just doing a bit of a walk through the handicraft centre here. There's people doing their work. And there's the some of the finished products. They actually look pretty good. Back on the bus again after a 30-minute stop to check out the handicapped handicraft centre. I had a coffee, it was pretty good, and according to our guide it's around about another hour to get to the Cu Chi tunnel site. Well, that was quite a slow trip from Ho Chi Minh City, but here we are at the entry point into the Cu Chi tunnel site, and that over there is the map of the area. Okie doke, here we are at the Cu Chi tunnel site. We've started our tour. We're walking through the jungle, just following our guide at the moment. Alright, we had a look at the booby trap, and now we're going to have a look at the original manholes for going down into the tunnels. And that's an example of it there.
Why are you happy? Length. Another bottle water, 40 centimeters for 25 and 40. That's a water VT build, because you make sure enemy know where I am. The enemy cannot get in my place. I knew about that, you see, because I am Vietnamese, I am small, and slowly drop you down. Slowly dropping.
Alright, we've got an
okay,
example
so hand up here.
of
So put the leaf around your back.
how the
put the leaf around you, and put the
VC
leaf
put
on
the
the top of this.
covers
Okay.
over the
Under that handle, you see you put
entry
the hand
hole
under. Yeah, put
into the tunnel.
You feel the handle wooden bar? You see? You hold the under and straight your arm. Okay? Look at your friend. And bend your knee when your arm up. Keep the balance here.
And then hides the entry hole.
How many percent? Oh, your water bottle. Okay.
Now these termite mounds are very interesting. They were used by the Viet Cong forces as chimneys. Any smoke they create in the tunnels underneath the ground there would diffuse out through these and be hard to see from above.
The landmine will make the tank
This
stuck
is
because
the
of broken
M48 tank, which was
tank. The
used
Molotov cocktails, we hit
for
into the
scouting
tank.
through the jungle
Fire, get up, or people getting
by
out.
the American forces.
Okay, outside the tank, you see so many the bullet mark.
Alright, this is a lineup of very nasty looking booby traps that were used by the Viet Cong forces during the war.
The bottom, so they fit. Okay, seesaw trap, but the butt right here, in, not out. Okay, really dirty, venomous, roosting. This one very quick fold like this. The one enter the house, they have ammunition in their hand, the gun also in their hand. They quick put the gun inside the trap. Okay, so we know that happened. We knew that raccoon was explosive when they cut in
Düşman
the bomb.
askerlere karşı nasıl hazırlık yaptığını görüyor. Bu kazıklarla bu bit tuzakları
Alright, this is a representation of the
Kazıkların bazılarına
workshop that
yılan
was
zehri,
used by the
afet
Viet
ilave
Cong.
edilebiliyordu.
They would get the unexploded
Veya yılan
US Air Force
zehriyle
bombs
donatılabiliyordu.
and then turn them into landmines. And there's an example of
Bu arkamda görmüş
what they'd
olduğunuz
make
bomba da patlamamış
out
bir
of the
bomba.
unexploded
Vietnamlılar bu bombayı
US
alıp
bombs.
testereyle kesiyor, içerisinden barutları çıkartıyor.
Pick the light ductile oil
Alright, there's
lamp.
an example of how they
Okay, so the
would
lamp
work
that's
on the
it
unexploded
top.
bombs.
You see, no electricity.
saw them in half.
Okay, landmine here. Okay, everybody take grip. Let's go.
Alright, here we are at the firing range. I've just paid 750,000 dong for 10 rounds AK-47. Down to the shooting gallery.
Sir. Left hand.
Left hand.
Okay, let's go. Sir. What? Okay. Okay, finish. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was pretty good. 10 rounds, blasted off very quickly. Anyway, next stop will be the tunnels. Alright, this is the souvenirs area. Quite a few colourful looking items here. Artwork, all the ceramics. And we're over into the restaurant area. On the move again. We've all had our fun at the firing range or the rifle range. and now we're heading to the tunnels. And on the way to the tunnels we just stopped to have a look at a bomb crater, and that is quite a deep hole there. Alright, here we are at the tunnel's entrance,
They have 6 exits.
and we're just waiting
I'm
for
not
a
sure you
local
get on
army
the first
guy
one or you're
to
getting on the last one.
do
And, some of you
a check through it to
getting
make
out,
sure there's
please
no
stay there.
snakes
Do
or
not go
scorpions in
anywhere.
it.
I know where you're getting out. So
Alright, there's the group filing into the Ho Chi tunnels. Fairly easy access this one. There's a stairway down to the start of the tunnel. And there it is, a fighting bunker. And heading in. This first here, part of it is pretty easy to get through. It's quite large, but you've got to progressively crouch down lower. Alright, working my way through the Ho Chi tunnel. It's getting a bit more cramped now. Alright, we're getting to a smaller section here, and having to go through on hands and knees. It's basically just follow the leader. Right, you can see there, dropping down to another level. Alright, there we go, ascending up to a higher level and working our way out of here. Alright, this is the basically the end of it. It gets narrower and smaller, and then there's an exit point. Alright, that's the end of it. Here's the exit point, and it's around about 60 metres all the way through. Well then, that was quite exciting. 60 metres through the Ho Chi tunnels, mainly on the hands and knees. Got a bit of knee scrape. The floor was a bit sandy. Anyway, this has been a pretty good outing, so thanks for joining me, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure around Southeast Asia.